Helldivers fans, we've got some good news and we got some bad news, but let's start off with the good news here first, because the Helldivers PC file size was seemingly reduced by 85% overnight. That is not an insignificant drop, and in fact, given how insanely huge a lot of these file sizes for these new games, both AAA and some indie games are, I mean, what's the magic here? So Arrowhead Game Studios has revealed that Helldivers 2 file size has been reduced by 85% with a new slim version that can be tried in beta. The performance issues and installation size in Helldivers 2 has become a pain in Arrowhead's neck, and they have been hard at work trying to solve these problems. The developers commented in October on improving the game's file size and has now delivered on the result, reducing the installation size by more than 3/4. File size reduced from 154 gigabytes, holy shit, to 23 gig. Yo, what? A new blog post on Steam. It states that Helldivers 2 developers have made good progress on reducing the PC installation size while adding new content. So they gave you more and they took away a lot of the bloat. Cool. Thanks to a partnership with Nixus, the team has reached the goal sooner than expected, and with all the data being decoupled, the file size reduction will also help improve load times, seconds at most. The new file size for Helldivers 2 on PC has been reduced to 23 gigabytes, which cuts 131 gigabytes, 85% of the previous 154 gigabyte installation size. The new slim version of the game has gone through several rounds of internal QA and has been rolled out for early adopters as the public technical beta. After the public beta returns with no issues, the slim version will become the default for Helldivers 2. And because they had to partner with an outside company, it kind of lets you know how inept developers have become in recent years. Just, remember you could get games with like full FMVs on one DVD during the PS2 era, or how games as sprawling and in-depth as Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger, all of its levels, all of its music could be crammed onto one singular cartridge. It shows you just how bad and how much these skills have atrophied in recent years. This has been a steep fall off that has come rather quick. But yes, that's the good news, okay? And it is good news after all, because it could show that there is a way. And then instead of buying more M.2 drives or shilling out for more increasingly expensive technology, developers can just simply do their job. But yes, this is unfortunately where the good news for Helldivers fans ends, because you're about to be put through the adaptation ringer, because Helldivers is going to be getting a movie. Okay, this has been rumored for a while, and hell, I thought it began at the beginning of last year when Helldivers 2 first launched to massive success, blowing out servers, that we need to go ahead and fast track a movie or a TV show. And I guess they landed on a movie, and they also landed on one of the most, I'll give the devil his due on this one of the most successful, at least financially, but one of the most creatively bankrupt directors currently working in Justin Lin, and he's going to be directing the Helldivers video game movie. Gary Dauberman, the scribe behind It and Annabelle horror movies, wrote the script for this, and I'm not entirely sure about his background, but we'll delve into Justin Lin's here. So Justin Lin, best known for his work on the Fast and Furious action movies. The first one I thought he hopped on was Fast 5, the genius that brought us dragging a bank vault through the streets of Rio. Jesus Christ. But anyways, and he also went on to do the Aquaman movies, so this guy is just a barometer for high quality. Is set to direct Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions' adaptation of Helldivers based on the popular video game franchise. Well, okay, the first one was somewhat popular, but it was a very different experience of what we got with Helldivers 2. So to say it's a very popular video game franchise, I don't know, man. Lin will also produce the feature via his Perfect Storm Entertainment banner, along with Hutch Parker and PlayStation Productions' Assad Words, and Carter Swan. Gary Dauberman, the scribe behind It and Annabelle horror movies. Jesus. Well, at least the first half of it was well received, but part 2 ended up earning the SH moniker ahead of its title. The game received critical acclaim when it first came out in 2015. We're talking Helldivers 1. But then, Helldivers 2 sold more than 12 million units across PlayStation 5 and PC in the first 4 months after its launch in 2024. The game recently expanded to Xbox, and they're trying to spin it as like, the Xbox port really helped out sales on PS5 and PC. It's like, wait, what? You don't want to release the sales numbers for the Xbox port, but it's like, okay, more people are hopping on the bandwagon as more content comes out in the places that they were already playing. So thanks Xbox. Okay. The concept, which recalls Sony's Starship Troopers movies, centers on an elite unit of shock troopers known as Helldivers. And yes, we know, it's basically that Starship Troopers game that everybody wanted, but it is realized under a different name. But Lin is not a gamer and leaned into that strength when pitching his take on the material, says insiders. Oh fuck, when has this ever worked out? Like, video game adaptations in general have been shoddy at best. I think that's about the nicest way that I can put it. But whenever it's pitched by somebody who is not a fan of the source material, who thinks that that is a boon, just go and see how well that's worked out for the likes of Marvel whenever they tell their actors to stay away from the source material. That became very prominent during the rise of Kevin Feige, ergo the latter half of Phase 3 onward. Yeah, exactly. He aims to find the humanity in the characters and weave timely themes into the story. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be so stupid. Oh, well, building out a world and mythology. Well, there's one that's already there, but no. He doesn't know what the game's all about, so he's just going to go ahead and do whatever he wants because, hey, look at this, guys. I got another fucking IP to ruin and stick in my own ideas. How great. There are plenty of details waiting to be drawn in. Someone that is compelling to the filmmaker, or something rather that is compelling to the filmmaker, and it gives Lin a second potential franchise at Sony to that is on an upward trajectory. On top of working on a growing video game adaptation sphere, Lin, oh Jesus, no, I read ahead a little bit, remains in development and is attached to direct One Punch Man, which adapts a hugely popular manga. Oh god, video games and then manga are gonna get ruined by Hollywood. Jesus Christ, can Netflix just go ahead and buy up everything at this point and stick it on streaming to just keep it out of these cretins' hands? But yes, this information finally worked its way back over to Arrowhead Studios, and they're like, hey bro, can you just like try our game out before you ruin the public perception of it? That would be great. Arrowhead CEO responds to the call for Helldivers movie director to play the fucking game at least once. I trust Justin. He did a great job with the on the Star Trek movie. Oh fuck, I forgot about that one. The CEO of Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead, yes, has responded to fan concern about the choice of Justin Lin as the director of the Helldivers movie after it emerged that he leaned into not being a gamer for his pitch. Helldivers 2 is an explosive, yes, co-op focused action shooter that is a lot like a video game version of the cult sci-fi classic Starship Troopers. So this week, The Hollywood Reporter, that was the article that we just referenced, confirmed that Justin Lin is set to direct the upcoming movie. Lin is best known for his work on Fast and Furious films. Yes, the director of the series. Oh, right, he started on Tokyo Drift, the bad one. I hate how much that movie ended up getting like, oh, actually, that's not that bad. Fucking Tokyo Drift sucks a dick. God, I watched it at the time. I watched it again ahead of the release of Fast 4, and it sucks ass. But yes, he also directed 2016 Star Trek Beyond. Bro, the really bad one. And you think that he's a good pick for Helldivers? What still stands as one of the most popular games out there? Jesus Christ. But then 2029's, yes, F9. Oh god, fantastic. Or, not Fantastic 9. It's a different movie. And that probably wouldn't get a theatrical release. Stars a pizza man, okay, you know, delivering to a sorority. I don't know, man. But Fast 9, oh god, is that the one? Did they go into space in that one? But yeah, they highlight he's not the gamer, or he's not a gamer. He wants to tell his own story, but some fans are now worried that Lin simply won't get what Helldivers is about because he's not a gamer and presumably hasn't played Arrowhead's shooter. Yeah, that's my concern. I'm not even like a Helldivers fan, but if I was tapped to direct a Helldivers movie, you bet your ass I'd be engorging myself in all of the different material that is available to this franchise. And because of that, over at the official Helldivers Discord, Arrowhead CEO Shams Georgiani briefly addressed a concern. He responded to one fan who asked if he could direct the Helldivers movie instead of Lin, saying, let Justin Lin work his magic. Actually, don't. Georgiani then responded following a question from a fan. If you guys have any sway with Sony over the movie, can you make sure the director plays the game at least once, or at least see some gameplay? Georgiani replied, I trust Justin. He did a great job on the Star Trek movie. Oh, if they're also a judge of quality, this movie is super fucked. On Super Earth, I guess it all kind of super makes sense. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.